Okay, good morning, Akshit. I welcome you for another important session on uh, valence shell electron pair repulsion theory. What I told you that our purpose is to solve large number of questions which could be asked in the paper, as well as to understand what it means. In any case, a small recap and small revision is always done by us for the students. So what we were discussing, valence shell electron pair repulsion theory. I hope it is very clear what you mean by valence shell electron pair repulsion theory. One thing is important in chemistry, students. Chemistry is full of definitions. Chemistry is full of basic concepts. Every word speaks has a meaning. And if we understand the word by word, 50% of our problem is solved. Students, I am talking valence shell, and when I say valence shell, we know what is the meaning of valence shell, student. What is the meaning of valence shell? You see that in atom, you see the outermost shell. In every atom, the outermost shell is where the electrons will take part in the chemical bonding. So the electrons which are present in the outermost shell, this is the outermost shell, which we call as the valence electron. These are the electrons which are present in the valence shell. They are the ones which participate in chemical bonding. We are trying to tell you, students, if you have an atom, you have a nucleus, you have shells. In these shells are the electrons. The outermost electrons are the ones which will be taking part in the chemical bonding. That is what I am trying to say. These electrons, from here, the electrons can go, can come, can share, can transfer because they are farther away from the nucleus. This is positive charge, electron is negative. So nucleus is attracting the electrons towards itself. So these electrons, you can see, are farthest away from the nucleus. Therefore, they are the ones, students, who take part in the bonding. So they are going to calculate the valence electron of the central atom in this case. So valence shell electron, you are saying electrons in the valence shell, and pairs, because pair, why do we talk of pair, student? One bond is formed by, when I say bond pair, it means there will be two electrons. Two electrons will form one bond, as you know about it. So there are two electrons. That is a pair. That's what they talk of pair. Repulsion. Why did he talk of repulsion in this? Because, students, the electrons are negatively charged. Electrons are negatively charged, students. So they will repel. Similar charges repel, students. And what happens if they repel? They will try to go farther away from each other, so that the repulsion is minimized, energy is minimum, because repulsion will mean more energy, and everything wants to go to lower energy state. More energy means less stability. So they want to repel, they will move farther away from each other. So that is why we are talking electron pair repulsion. R stands for repulsion, students, and T is the theory. Theory is based on that there is a repulsion between the electrons. And in this model, students, I said to you, there are certain basic shapes which have been given. Though, so there, the central, we talk of, there is a central atom in every molecule. In molecule which I will write, there will be a central atom, and we will try to find out the in the central atom the electron pairs. And there will be two types of pairs, students. What type of pairs? One will be the bond pairs. In case of any doubt, you can stop me, students. There is nothing to worry. And there are lone pairs. There are lone pairs. This we can represent by bond pair and lone pair. So there are two types of electron pairs. Most of the time, lone pairs may not be present on the central atom, or only bond pairs could be present, or both could be present, students. And we can also have some ions. Ions means, what are ions? There are two types of ions, students. Positive ions, cations, means when something loss of electron takes place, then you form positive ions. Positive ions, students. And anions, what we talk of anions, students, when there is a gain of electrons, everything, all such things are possible. Supposing we will talk of NH4 plus, and here we are talking of something like NO3 minus. So you can see that this is a molecule species which has gained electron. It has gained one electron. NH4 means it has lost one electron. So here is a short form of what we are doing. Any doubt here? Tell me. If you have any doubt. Any
No,
doubt
none
up
at
to
all.
now? Akshat, everything is clear?
Yep, everything is good.
Okay. You can interact with me, no problem. You can keep on talking with me, keep on asking your questions, no issue, no problem. Ultimately, we are teaching for you, and when students are interacting with me, I also have a good energy, and I want that you should be having energy while you are studying, students. It's very important. So here is the story we are going to make. Further, what we are saying, students, that certain arrangements can be made now. Certain arrangements of shapes can be predicted. Arrangement of shapes, students, which we are going to experience in this case, and depends on the compounds or molecules which we will take. For example, if I have something like AB2, now in AB2, A is my central atom. A is my central atom, students, and B is forming bond with A. And we can say that if there are two bond pairs, in this case, what is happening? B atoms are forming bonds with A. What is that? That means that is what we call as bond pairs. So in such cases, what is going to happen, students? You will have a arrangement, linear arrangement, and when it is a linear arrangement, students, what is the best angle which can be there between these bond pairs so that repulsion is minimized? Ultimately, what we are saying, there is a repulsion between these bond pairs, lone pairs, electron pairs. So what should be the angle so that this is minimized? You are aware of it now. So what we are saying, this will look like a linear, this is my linear shape, and this bond angle should be 180 degree. So you cannot go after this. So there is a linear arrangement which we call as a linear shape. This is a linear bond angle 180 degree, and this is example we have already said. Supposing we are saying BeCl2, students, beryllium chloride. Now in beryllium chloride, what is the atomic number of beryllium, students? This is we are starting from hydrogen, helium, lithium, beryllium. This is 4. Atomic number is 4. That means we are saying there are two valence electrons. Valence electrons. Two in on the central atom is beryllium, and you are having Cl. Cl, you know about the Cl, students. This atomic number is 70. We write 287. So chlorine will share one electron. Chlorine will share one electron because Cl needs, it has 7 electrons. 7 electrons. Your beryllium has got 2 electrons. So what is going to happen? One electron will be shared by each chlorine. You have two of them, one here, one here. So there will be 2 electrons coming from 2 Cl. You have 2 of this Cl. So you are saying total of 4 electrons are there. So 4 electrons total, and I'm saying the there are two bonds which are going to be formed between beryllium and chlorine atom, students. Therefore, you are having two bond pairs here, and lone pairs will be zero then. So you are going to get a linear molecule. BeCl2 is a linear. What is the shape geometry of this? The geometry of BeCl2 is linear and the bond angle is 180 degrees, students. So this is the first shape which we have told you. The second, first arrangement, this is my first arrangement. Second arrangement which I can make is for molecules like AB3 students. So in such cases, if there will be three electron pairs, I am saying there are 3 electron pairs around. There can be bond pairs, there can be lone pairs. That we will take the specific example, students. In such cases, what will happen? You are going to get a geometry, student. This type of geometry. What is this geometry? This geometry. This is a plane of the blackboard which I am using, student. In this geometry, you can see that this angle is 120 degree. Each angle is 120 degree. Total angle is 360. This is called, what type of geometry is this, student? In chemistry, we are, or in, if you have some maths idea, geometry, triangular planar. Planar means that the molecule is lying in the plane of the blackboard. This is not coming out or going away, because in three-dimensional that will happen. We will show you that also. This is the second case. Third case, students, we are taking a molecule which could be something like AB4. The central atom is A. There are 4 electron pairs, supposing 4 electron pairs. These electron pair, this all we are doing is the arrangement of electron pairs. Electron pairs around the central atom, and what our basis is to minimize the repulsion between these electron pairs. What we are trying? We are trying to minimize repulsion between these electron pairs, so that the molecule becomes more stable, students. So in such cases, what will be the best geometry? What will be the best geometry, students? You are already aware of that geometry, what we call as, students, tetrahedral.
Tetrahedral.
Yes, that is the correct answer given by Akshit. Yes. So tetrahedral is not a two-dimensional picture, that you know. It is difficult to represent three-dimensional diagram, students, on two-dimensional blackboards papers. So this is something like this. This is a, now it is looking like a mathematical tetrahedral. Tetrahedron is, it has tetraheads, four heads. So 4 faces are there. A tetrahedral shapes. Ultimately, for example, if you have CCl4 or CH4 molecules, students, you know that the geometry of this CH4 is tetrahedral, students. And we are already aware, in chemistry they have already experimentally determined these bond angles, which are 109.5 degrees, students. So this is tetrahedral, 4 bond pairs are there. This is another possibility. Next one, if you have some molecule like AB5, students, AB5. Now you have 5 pairs of electrons. 5 pairs of electrons. There can be lone pairs and bond pairs, both. We will give examples of that also. Now, in such cases, what is the best possible geometry which they will take? Central atom is my A. So, in such cases, students, we are saying that this is a trigonal bipyramidal shape. What happens? We have A students. This is a triangle. You can see that I am forming a triangle. So we have B, 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 this shape, and above it, perpendicular to this, you have B and B. Now there are two types of bonds in this. These are called equatorial bonds. Equatorial. This is called axial position, and the angles are different. In this case, what type of angles you have, student? There are two angles. There are two angles in this case. This angle, if I measure, student, this will be 120 degree, and this angle is 90 degree. This is called equatorial bonds, AB bonds, and these are our axial on the axis, above the axis, below the axis. So there are two types of bonds, axial and equatorial. How many? These are two, and these are three here, which we have shown. So such geometries are formed, students, which is trigonal bipyramidal. Here we are showing bond pair. Supposing instead of bond pair there is a lone pair, then what will happen? Then the shape which we will experience will become different. Lone pairs do not come in the shape, but they do come when we discuss the formation of the molecules or compounds. We will see that example. All right, we are proceeding further, students. Further, I'm saying if you have six type of molecule, students. Now here you have six pairs of electrons. And the best that can happen to them, student, best possibilities when you have six pairs of electrons, students, are there is a octahedral shape. Octahedral means what, students? See, here I have A, and you have, this is my B, 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 B. See, this looks like a square plane, and on the top of that you have B and B. So this, if I join this, what will it look? There will be 8 octa. Octa means 8 head, 8 faces will be there. So we can join these students from these. This is a geometrical figure which is not possible to draw on the two-dimension picture. This is what we are talking about, octahedral. And in octahedral, you can see each bond is again 90 degree, 90 degree. This is a square 90 degree. There are again these bonds and axial bonds which are on the top and below. The bond angles, student, are 90 degree. So students, what we can say, the success of VSEPR depends on that it can predict the geometry of the molecules. And how do we know that it can predict? Experiments are done by machines, by instruments, and on that they verify the shapes of the molecules. This theory can explain the shapes. Therefore, we can say that this theory has been able to predict the molecular shapes, and this theory was proposed only after it could give the shapes of large number of molecules, students. Therefore, basically, we have electron pairs. Further point to be noted is, as I said, the electron pairs could be could be bond pairs and lone pairs. And when we will make the molecules, the central atom can have both of them. And what was found and proposed, that there is a repulsion order. Repulsion order is, students, lone pair repulsion is more than lone pair bond pair repulsion, and lone pair bond pair repulsion is more than bond pair repulsion. So lone pairs are not bonded with any atom, therefore they repel maximum, and they will occupy more space. They will occupy more space and will affect, students, will affect the shapes of the molecules when we will draw them. And certain molecules are very important, and they are repeatedly asked in the papers. They are repeatedly asked in the paper, students, to find the shapes of these molecules, to find the shapes or predict the geometry of the molecules. For example, if we discuss the shapes of certain molecules, students, if I predict the shapes of certain molecules, for example, some important molecules which have been asked to the students. For example, if I say CO2, what is the expect shape of this using VSEPR repulsion theory, students? Carbon, has got 4 valence electrons. And if I say oxygen, what will happen? This is my oxygen. And oxygen is 2,6. 2,6. And this oxygen, each oxygen actually uses to form double bond. Oxygen forms double bond, Oxygen forms, it needs 2 electrons. One oxygen needs 2 electrons. Because you can see oxygen is a double bond. Hydrogen forms a single bond, that it's only 1 electron. So if it has 6 electrons, it will share its 2 electrons. Carbon will share 2 electrons. And if you have 2 oxygen, then there are 4. Total are 8 electrons, and each oxygen needs 2 electrons. So in such cases, what will happen? This carbon oxygen, these are double bonds, student, double bond, not a single bond. So you can see that here 2 plus 2, 4 electrons are used. 4 electrons are used. Therefore, in this case, what will happen, students? There will be 2 bond pairs. For CO2, I can say that there are 2 bond pairs and 0 lone pairs. 0 lone pairs. So when there are 2 bond pairs and 0 lone pair, what is the expected, what shape is going to be there for the CO2 molecule? You know that how you are representing. This is a linear molecule. Linear, and bond angle is 180 degree. 80 degree for CO2. Important point was that carbon and oxygen are forming a double bond. Oxygen has two electrons to share. It forms a double bond. Therefore, we have to be careful in such cases only. Now, if I take the example further, students, if I say CF4 molecule, we want to draw the shape of this geometry using VSEPRT, then what type of shapes we are getting, students? Certain type of shapes which we are getting here. How many? Here you have carbon 4, And each fluorine, there are 4 fluorines, each will give 1 electron because fluorine is atomic number 9, you have 2 7, so it shares 1 electron, 1 bond, students. So total 8 bond pairs, 4 lone pair, 0. So tetrahedral, the shape is tetrahedral, students. C F F. What is the bond angle here? 109.5 degree. Okay. Further, if I say there is a, I now take the case of PF3 student. Draw the shape or geometry using VSEPR. I give you 1 minute to answer the question, student. Akshat, you can try this 1 minute, and interact with me. We are going to solve this question now. The question answer exams have started. So we are giving you a question. You have 1 minute to answer the question. After that, I will solve it. Let us see what you do now, whatever we have learned, students. You will interact with me. Keep on interacting with me. You are such an intelligent chap. I know that you are having very intelligent background.
Sorry, what was that?
What is that? What is the geometry of PF3? If I have to draw it for the exam, how will I do it? Using valence shell.
Um,
What is your
so
answer?
there will be three bonding pairs.
Okay.
So there will be three bonding pairs,
Okay. And
and and then there would be one lone pair.
you
There
are
would be
attempting it. You are attempting it. I am going to do it. Let us see. How do we do such questions in the exam? Student, important question has been asked in papers many times. They will ask you, there are the structure by using valence shell electron pair repulsion theory. How I proceed, student? First of all, phosphorus is the central atom. ठीक है? Okay. What is the atomic number of phosphorus? 15, student. 15 means 2, 8, 5, student. This has 5 valence electrons. We should know how many valence electrons are present in the central atom. Phosphorus has got 5 valence electrons. Now, fluorine, we have already told you, fluorine atomic number is 927. It will share how many electrons fluorine need to complete octet? 1 electron.
one.
So each fluorine will contribute how much to the valence shell or valence electron? Valence electron. We have written valence electron pair. Valence electron of central atom. So there are 3 fluorines which are forming bond, students. So they will contribute how much? The valence electron contribution will be 3. ठीक है? Valence electron contribution of 3 fluorine will be 3. Total electrons, how many, students? Total electrons, how many? 8. 8 is the total electrons, students. And how many bonds you are forming, student? Phosphorus is bonded
Three.
with 3. So 3 fluorine bonds have to be formed. That means, students, how many electrons will be required? 3 into 2. 6. One bond is 2 electron. When I say one bond, this is 2 electrons. Okay? There are 2 electrons in one bond. So 6 electrons will be used. I mean to say that there are 3 pairs. So what will be left? 2 electrons. So 2 electrons means what, students? I can say that bond pair here are how many? 3. Lone pair, how many lone pair? 1. So what is going to happen, student, then? Total
Why would it be one lone pair?
one lone pair and 3 bond pair. So in
Because
such
4
case,
times 2 is 8.
Okay. So what will happen if I have to draw then? If I say P F, there are three of F, but there is one lone pair of electron. One lone pair of electron. So there is one lone pair of electron. Actually, this actually there are total. If there are total, you are saying four electron pairs. What geometry we said? Tetrahedral. But one is a lone pair. That lone pair, when I will see the shape of the molecule, this is not contributing. This is not contributing. Only three are contributing. So then how will it look like? Will look like, what shape is this? Pyramidal. This is a pyramidal shape. What shape I get? Pyramidal. Because the lone pair doesn't come in the shape of the molecule, students. It is there. And also there will be some lone pair bond pair repulsion. There will be lone pair bond pair repulsion, which will decrease this bond angle, which will decrease this bond angle. And we have already told you what type of repulsions are taking place. Lone pair repulsion is more than lone pair bond pair repulsion, and then bond pair. Okay, okay. You have been able to answer the question correctly. Your answer was correct. That there is one lone pair and three bond pair. All right, students. Now we are saying OCl2. OCl2, students. You have to draw the shape using VSCPR. VSCPR. You have 1 minute to do this question. You have 1 minute to do the question.
Okay. So oxygen is in oxygen has 6 valence electrons,
Yes.
and chlorine has 1, but there's 2 of them, so Cl2, it would be 6 plus 2.
Yes. Total electrons 8. You have 4 pairs.
Mm-hmm.
4 pairs of electrons. How many bonds they are forming?
They're forming 2 bonds.
Correct answer. 2 bond pairs. Then how many lone pairs?
2.
2. Correct answer. Then what will happen? What is the shape your final answer giving?
Linear.
No. Kindly please think about it. Now starts our brain exercise. देखो, all the chemistry is based on thinking. If you won't think, answer will be wrong. If you will hurry up, answer will be wrong. But if you will think, follow the steps, you will get the right answer. There is no shortcut. Tell me, 4 pairs of electron meant what? What shape I gave you for 4 pairs of electron? Tetrahedral? Yes or no? Tell me. 4 pairs of electrons were what shape we are saying? Tetrahedral. But there are 2 lone pairs and 2 bond pairs.
Oh.
Okay, if I draw a tetrahedral, supposing, if I say, okay, this is my oxygen, what tetrahedral looks like? I am making just my work now here. I'm doing some work here. I'm doing some work, student. Tetrahedral will mean what? There are 2 bonds Cl. Okay?
Yeah.
And there are 2 lone pairs. These are my lone pairs. Okay?
Okay.
Okay, I change the color so that you can see it more. This is your lone pair. This is your lone pair. But there are 2 bond pairs. Now tell me, This is linear. These are not going to be there when I see the shape or geometry. They will be the contributing geometry. What type of geometry you are seeing now? Tell me. What geometry you are?
Um,
This is not linear.
yeah, tetrahedral.
This is not tetrahedral because these are not going to be visible to us when we will see the shape, students. They are lone pairs. Only this is coming. What is this shape? Red lines which I have drawn. What is this shape? What do you call this geometry, students? What do you see that? If it is it is not a straight line. What do you
Mhm.
call it? It is a bent molecule. This is a bent molecule.
Oh, okay.
Oh, got it. Okay,
Yeah.
okay. This is the shape will be bent molecule, student. It is a bent molecule. Got the shape, students. This is how we write in the exam. If I do shortcut, then I'm in trouble, student. But make sure that we are giving you clear steps for writing. This question will be there in the paper 100%. There is no paper anywhere in the world which questions are not asked on this. I'm so well aware. In every class they are there. In every country they are asking. This is an important question here. So we could predict the shapes of this. Now we have shown you very clearly how do we draw the shapes. If there is any doubt, you tell me. I only say that there will be no shortcuts for the answers. If I will try to make a guess, student, it is not possible. Then I will do some mistakes. So actually, what we say that Cl, and we as we will read chemistry in 11th and 12th, p block elements, d block element, then again these things will come. This molecule which is there, OCl2, is this having two lone pairs of electrons and two bond pairs, and the bond angle will be reduced because of this repulsion between these lone pairs. It is not 109 degree, it will be less than that. This bond pair angle will be reduced because there is a lone pair repulsion, and that is always bigger. Student, these electrons will repel, and there will be lone pair bond pair repulsion. There will be decrease in this bond angle. Otherwise 109.5 degree is the bond angle of tetrahedral. It will be less than that, maybe 105 or 106 or something like that. We will see. Anyway, this is the answer of this question. We have done it. You, in your assignment they have given this question, so it was important, student. Then further in your question papers they have asked the shape of, they have the shape of SF4. You have to draw the shape of SF4 using valence shell electron pair repulsion theory. You have 1 minute to answer the question, students. 1 minute to
Okay.
answer the question.
So sulfur has 6 valence electrons,
Yes.
and fluorine has 1. So it'd be 5 bonds, because 6 plus 4.
How many bond pairs?
4
Okay.
and 1 pair.
Now, what will be the shape of this? Some work we will have to do the work. When I say 5 electron pair, students, what is the big geometry which we draw for 5 electron pairs? Five electron pairs will mean what? If I do some work here, what we told you. something. What was that? Trigonal, bipyramidal. But one lone pair is there. One lone pair is there. Where will you put the lone pair so that repulsion is minimum? Which there lone pair could be here, it could be here, 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 here. These two positions are same axial position. These are the equatorial positions. You have three equatorial positions, students, and two axial positions. I told you. You have or not? Tell me. How many? Three equatorial and two. You have three equatorial and two axial positions.
Okay.
Now the question is lone pair should be put where so that repulsion is minimized. And lone pair will always go to equatorial position because that bond angle is 120 degree.
Mm-hmm.
In other words, what I am trying to show, students, that you have a 4F and then I put the lone pair here at this position. Then what shape it looks like? What what is the shape you are getting, students? What do you call this shape as? Seesaw. Important question for the paper, has been asked many times. That seesaw, carpenters are just cutting something with the seesaw. See, this looks like seesaw. So this is known as seesaw. Got it? So we have to be sure how do we do these type of questions. Important, student, important shape have been asked in the paper. For example, another question which has been given many times. They are saying draw the shape of BRF 5 students using VSEPR repulsion theory. How will you draw the shape of this? You have 1 minute to answer the question, students.
Okay.
Important question.
So Br has one valence electron.
No, one Br is the central atom. It has 7 valence electron.
Oh, seven.
Atom. This is the central atom.
Fluorine has also 7.
No, fluorine is not the central atom. It will contribute how much? Fluorine will each will contribute 1.
Okay.
There are many 5. So
7 plus 5.
valence electron for Br7 and for 5 fluorine, student 5, total 12. How many? 6 pairs of electrons. And what is the shape we gave you for 6 pairs of electrons, students? How many bond pairs? 5 bonds.
Bond pairs 5,
Lone pair
1.
1. Now 6 shape. What shape I gave you for 6 octahedral? But in this octahedral, you have one lone pair. You have one lone pair student. That is the point to be noted. So how it will look like if I have to draw it, students, you have VR. How do we draw? An octahedral we have shown you. I'm saying you have something like this, students. Now here what you are having, you have 5 bond pairs, means 5 fluorines. And you will have one lone pair you can put anywhere, there will be no problem because all our angles are equal. So this is one lone pair. What the shape is then? What shape is this known as? This is square and this will be like square pyramid. What we call is square pyramid. This is a square pyramid, student. As you can see, if I join like this is a square and this fluorine. Square and on the top of it one fluorine, square pyramid. Either you put F here, no problem. Lone pair here, same thing. Same thing. So this is the shape of BRF5, students, BRF5. Now we say that you have to draw the shape of XEF4. What will be the shape of XEF4, students?
EF4. Isn't xenon a noble gas?
Yes, noble gas. Xenon is a noble gas, students. Xenon is noble gas. So valence electrons in this will be 8. Outermost shell
8.
completely filled.
And Florence gives 4.
4 fluorine will contribute how much? 4.
Would
12.
be
12
6
pairs of
pairs.
electrons. 12
6
pairs.
pairs of electrons.
So what will happen? But there are how many bond pairs?
4.
4 lone pairs. So there are 4 bond pairs and 2 lone pairs. What the shape will look like, students? Important question.
The shape would look like an octahedral.
But lone pairs are there too. So then how it will come, how it will look like? There are 2 lone pairs of electrons. So you are saying xenon. I am having 4. And what is the next one? These are lone pairs. There is a lone pair. The lone pairs are not going to be there in the shape. Then what is this shape now? What it looks like? What is this? A square?
Square
Planar?
planar.
Square planar. Can see that this is a square planar. What we call this shape as square planar, students? Square planar. This is looking like square planar. It is not coming like octahedral, students. I hope it is clear.
Yep.
Okay.
I think I get it.
This was an important question. Important question has been asked in the paper many times, students. Now they are saying, draw the shape of H2O using VSEPR theory, students. and explain the bond angle. Now another important point coming. Explain the bond angle. Students, important question is before you. You have 1 minute to answer the question. Keep on thinking, keep on interacting, keep on trying, practicing with the rules which we have given you. Then answers will come. There's nothing to hurry up. You will get sufficient time, student, to do the questions.
Okay. Um, Hydrogen has one valence electron.
Oxygen is a central atom.
Oh, okay.
Oxygen has how
Oxygen
many valence electrons?
is 6.
Two hydrogens,
Would
two,
be 2.
8. Valence electrons, 8 students. One are the bond pairs. How many? Lone pairs. How many bond pairs are there? Two bonds are being formed, and there are two lone pairs. When total you have 4 electron pairs, what shapes we have given for that? What is the shape when there are 4 electron pairs?
Um,
4 electron pair shapes, student, you already know about it.
Tetrahedral.
Tetrahedral, that is the correct answer. But in tetrahedral, there are two lone pairs. So what will happen?
There will be
You have two hydrogens and there are two lone pairs. These are the lone pairs. So what is the shape of then H2O? How it will look? This is what is this shape called? Bent. And because there is a repulsion, there is a lone pair repulsion here. And also lone pair bond pair repulsion. What will be the result of this? This bond angle will become less. The bond angle will be reduced, students. What is the bond angle of tetrahedral? Tetrahedral bond angle is how much? 109.5 degree. But this will become less. This is 104.5 degree. So in this case, student, the bond angle HOH bond angle is reduced due to lone pair repulsion. And also there is a lone pair bond pair repulsion. So the result of this is the bond angle is reduced, student. And what do you have? Lone pair bond pair repulsion. So the bond angle is reduced to 104.5 degree in the case of water. Now they say that draw the shape of NH4 plus. NH4 plus, students. Now I am talking of plus ammonium ion. Or if I have ammonia, this is ammonium ion, this is ammonia. These are two different molecules, compounds, students. This is an ion. What will we do in such cases, students? You have 1 minute to answer the question. Important question is on the screen, students. You have 1 minute to answer the question, students.
So nitrogen has
If I consider NH3, nitrogen has how many? Nitrogen is 7, 5 valence electrons, and 3 hydrogens have 3. Total
yeah.
8. 8. 8. And when you have 8 students, you how many bond pairs are there? 3,
3.
and lone pair 1. So when it, how it will look like? This is my lone pair. What is this shape known as, student? Pyramidal.
Try
This is a pyramidal shape for ammonia. Because this is a lone pair. Lone pair. Bond angle, there is some lone pair bond pair repulsion. The bond angle is reduced here. Bond angle is reduced here. In the case of ammonia also, there is a decrease in the bond angle, students, which is 107 something, 107 degree. Is not 109.5 due to lone pair bond pair repulsion. There is only one. In H2O, there were 2 lone pairs. See, there were 2 lone pairs. Here you have only one. What will happen in NH4 plus? How many valence electron in nitrogen? 5. You have 4 hydrogens.
yeah, it'll be
4.
5 plus 4.
But there is a plus charge. Means there is loss of 1 electron. Minus 1 electron. How will you get plus? So minus 1. Again 8. So total 8. 4 pairs. How many bond pairs? 4. Lone pair? 0. So what will be the shape of this? What will be the shape of the student? This is plus charge. What do you call this shape?
Tetrahedral.
Tetrahedral. Important question for the exam, students. See, how do we draw the structure? Ammonia, you can see pyramidal shape. Ammonium ion is tetrahedral in shape, students. This is the difference between the two. This is tetrahedral in shape. Ammonia is pyramidal in shape. NH4 plus is made from NH3. When it gains H plus, it will get ammonium ion. What we are saying? You had NH3, you add H plus, because it is a base, it will form ammonium ion. Now this shape of this is different. The shape of this is different. This is pyramidal in shape. This is tetrahedral in shape. So we can predict the shapes of the molecules using valence shell electron pair repulsion theory, students. These were some of the important questions which have been solved by you. And then I will meet you in my next class, students, where we'll be talking about van der Waals type of forces, ionic bond, covalent bond, polar covalent bonds, dipole-dipole interactions, hydrogen bonding. You can send me your syllabus chapters, what is being done and what is coming in the exam in your college, students. I will do the next topic as per the PDF which I have received from your mom. I will see that and will then connect with you in our next class. Okay, Akshat, thank you. You did so well and
All right, thank you.
was able to solve most of the questions. And bye-bye. We'll see you in the next class.
All right, have a good day.
Okay,
Bye.
have a good day and enjoy yourself. Have a good sleep, because in my country it's morning and you are Canada, you will be sleeping now. What time is it now? You are time
It's
is
11:30 now.
12:30. Okay, then next time we will meet at 8:30 a.m. so that you can have a class a little bit ahead of that. Okay, have a good time and you can share our videos with your friends And other students who are interested in joining us and taking courses, they can connect with us. Okay,
Okay. Thank you so much.
I'll meet you in the next
Bye.
class. Good night.